Joining me now to discuss is Tennessee Congressman Tim Burchett. He sits on the House Oversight Committee and Foreign Affairs Committee. Congressman, it's good to see you, sir. Trump is facing multiple charges. Meanwhile, the FBI is not held accountable for launching Crossfire Hurricane, burying the Hunter Biden laptop, refusing to comply with a lawful GOP subpoena. Congressman, it seems no one is above the law except those trying to destroy one of the few Republicans who actually believes the Democrats have earned opposition. Why do so many in your party refuse to do anything substantial to end this two-tiered justice system?
They're gutless. That's it. They're gutless. They don't have the guts.
You want to expand on that? Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, Congress is the purse of this country, and we need to exercise that. All these groups that just keep it, they weaponize themselves. You know, President Biden has actually 1,850 boxes of files from Delaware to Chinatown. I mean, just go through it. It's ridiculous. This is a complete weaponization. These are just thugs that are going after President Trump. Now, granted, he's not perfect. And that's, he shouldn't have had the files. I get that. But neither should Clinton, neither should Reagan, neither should either Bush, neither should Obama, and definitely not Biden. But they all do, and they all have. And we go through this time and time again. What was the intent? And the intent was not to subvert justice. But if you go back to President Biden, and when he was vice president, there's 10 million reasons why we ought to be curious about what the heck's going on with the Biden crime family. You know, during mob school, I think the Bidens were asleep during money laundering class, because with Tim Burchett can figure it out. I can't figure out why the Justice Department has been sitting on this for 5 years. And then the bribery of the vice president, that so-called investigation that's been brushed under the rug. This thing is just ridiculous. The American public deserves better. And I'll tell you something else. The national media, so-called national media, that is losing ground, and the reason folks like yourself, ratings are going through the roof, is because they continue to hide this. They own this guy. They invested their time and money to get this guy elected, a guy that can't pour water out of a boot if the instructions are written on the hill. And dadgummit, they own him. So now they're stuck with him, and we need something to happen.
Congressman, the Department of Injustice indicted Trump the same day the Oversight Committee reviewed the bombshell evidence of Biden accepting $5 million in a massive influence peddling scheme involving his son's one-time employer, the Ukrainian company Burisma. Marjorie Taylor Greene exposing the alleged bribery scheme on Newsmax with me last night. Watch.
The FBI's top paid informant that they say is very credible, that Joe Biden was involved in pay-to-play schemes in Ukraine involving Burisma. And it says in very clear detail that Joe Biden was paid $5 million and Hunter Biden was paid $5 million to get the work done, to get Victor Shokin, the prosecutor, fired and stop him from investigating Burisma.
Congressman, we also learned that Biden has other FD 1023 forms pertaining to other alleged crimes. Democrats have rediscovered that a sitting president can't be indicted, something that they wanted to forget when President Trump was in the Oval Office. The only remedy is impeachment, sir. Speaker McCarthy took that option off the table. With these new revelations, do you think it's back on the table, sir?
I think it is. And I don't think it should ever been taken off the table. This is ridiculous. How much farther is this going? I mean, we know of the $10 million that these Chinese corporations pumped into the Bidens. You wonder why a Chinese balloon of 1800s technology could fly over the entire continental United States and be able to view our missile sites, our secret sites, our Oak Ridge National Laboratory, Fort Campbell, Kentucky, and then we wait because of safety to knock it down off the coast of Myrtle Beach. Heck, when it was in Montana, they should have knocked it down. They should have knocked it down in the Aleutian Islands. You're more likely to hit some guy with a mullet haircut and a tie-dyed muscle shirt off the coast of Myrtle Beach than you are to hit anybody in the Aleutian Islands or in Montana. You know, we're corrupted from top to bottom. Folks better realize, brother, they better realize Washington, D.C. is a trash can, and everybody wants to pick and choose. Man, we need to turn this thing upside down with a dadgum fire hose and clean it out, top to bottom, from our military to our learning institute to our Justice Department. It's just top to bottom. We've been corrupted, and we are losing our. And the bad thing is, they're not taking it. We're giving it to them. When 20 million folks decline to go to the polls and vote, this is what happens.
Yes, sir. And, you know, we might want to explore where you started this conversation, sir. We shouldn't be funding our own destruction. American taxpayers should not be funding the destruction of the American Constitution. Congressman Tim Burchett, thank you very much, sir. We appreciate your time.